Hello all, SupremeSoul here, just talking to you about Elder Scrolls Online. As you can see, I'm trying to play around here, tried to randomize my appearance, that didn't work. Everything seems to load really slow. I'm going really fast here because this is going to be a long video. Decided to load up some stuff here, Sorcerer. I was trying to go for a Archer, but that didn't work. Just looking through, screwing around, playing with some body functionality. Character creation looks really good. Boob size. Anyways, just playing around. I'll let you take a look at it. Just going to speed through here. Oh, and I choose a name that, check this out, is already taken. Which really sucks. Here's where I try different armors. That's what it should look like at Veteran. No armor. Next. And done. Loading the game. So after a long loading screen, we come to this. Right away, as you can see, I can't move. It says WSAD move. I can't move.
You just told me to use WSAD to move. I can't.
So I'm kind of distraught by that already. Close the inventory and I'm actually able to move here right away. I thought that was just a portal loading up. Dead person.
Slowly, you've been through an ordeal. Take a few moments to collect yourself. Like you, I'm a prisoner in this place. Yet so much more. I am the past. You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you. You must escape from this cell, take up arms, and protect you.
You there! We are escaping. Let me open your door. That's it! Quickly! You must escape before the guards return! Everyone, quickly!
Quickly! Follow urgency. There are weapons in the forge beyond these cells. Arm yourself.
This was cool. Come around the corner, I get to choose a bunch of weapons. I plan to be greedy right here, so I go and grab a bow first off. And to my despite, it doesn't allow me to choose anything else. I was kind of bummed right there. Just a scepter. As you can tell, like I told you before, I wanted to be an archer. I chose a sorceress. This. Open the door. Open the door.
Don't stop now. Keep moving. More guards are on
the way. Open the door for me? Open the door. Okay, get in my way. Open the door. Open the door. This is me clicking a ton of buttons trying to figure out how to open the door. Yay, we get to open the door.
An enemy approaches. Strike them. Don't
start recording here again. Go to talk to her, and I'm going, oh, quest.
You've got more meat on your bones than most of these poor bastards, and I see you've armed yourself. Good. I hope you've still got some... A fellow prisoner. The name's Lyris.
I'm playing the beta, so I'm not caring too much about the storyline here.
Who told you to find me? The Prophet. He spoke to you? Ha.
I like that the NPCs
Sounds
are
like
boys.
the Prophet, all right. He's a prisoner here, too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can help me. Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. Keep your weapon ready and stay sharp. I'm sure you do. And I'll answer them as best I can.
So I click goodbye, assuming that the quest will start. But it doesn't continue, as you can see the...
I don't know.
Here's where I go
Once
back
we
to
rescue the Prophet, he can
going
tell
through the
you
entire
about the
list
gods and the
of what
ways
she
of
wants to talk
oblivion.
about.
A man named Menemarco. His worm cult is doing some kind of ritual back in Tamriel. They sacrificed you and everyone in this prison to the Daedric Prince Molag Bal. After you died, whatever was left showed up here. They call you the Soul Shriven. It means you're a slave and you'll spend the rest of it... No, I wasn't sacrificed. The Prophet and I were brought here... conventionally. We need to make our way through the Ashen Mines. It won't be easy. The place is watched by magical constructs called Sentinels. We won't stand a chance unless we can blind them. The Ashen Mines are
Check to make
dangerous.
sure that the
They're
quest
not as
bit
heavily
continued,
patrolled
and
as
it
the
did.
other routes out
Here,
of the
another
prison.
door. That one open.
Lyris Titanborn is a mighty...
So I go and get 2 skeletons to attack me up here, and I'm disappointed because as soon as I kill the first one, the loot's still there. I loot the second one, and I go back to loot the first one, and the loot's gone. I was very disappointed in that. So you have to pick up loot in a certain amount of time, otherwise you don't get it.
We made it.
This here is my first glimpse of another actual player in the game.
Come. The Sentinels are at the top of those towers. We need to find magical construct.
Do we recognize his voice?
In the middle of the night, Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day for it. Sir Cadwell, yes, indeed, a pleasure. Oh dear, well,
He's
that
the
you
guy
rather
from-
cautiously, I expect.
Monty Python.
Watch your step, follow the river. You'll find the door to the best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you?
I did like this part here. Trunks are shown as empty when there's nothing in them. Thanks for that.
Alright, the good news is we made it here in one piece, and the Prophet looks unharmed.
So here's what bugs me
Not the bad
about,
news.
bugs me about this
It's going
part.
to be up to you to... I probably should have mentioned this before, but it never seemed like the right time. There's a trick to opening the cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their place. I need to swap places with the Prophet. Believe me, I wish there was, but I don't see anyone else here with a beating heart, do you? If Molag Bal isn't stopped, he'll destroy everyone and everything. There are magical locking devices on either side of the cage. You need to deactivate both of them so I can begin the transfer. Once it's done, get me.
Funny thing, right about here, I was thinking, I wonder what happens when you die. So here I am thinking, that's all I have to do. Then I realize, oh, there's something else on the other side. Ha! I figured out what happens when you die.
The Prophet's cage should be just ahead. Quickly now, we haven't much time.
Here I assume that I could just continue where I left off, but I guess that's wrong.
All right. The good news is, probably should have. We can't possibly understand it right now, but
So again, the quest didn't get activated. Let's go through all the chat with her again.
all right. The good news is, we made it. Probably believe me. There are magical.
And sure enough,
Thank the divines you are safe. There is that at least. There has sacrificed everything that we might go free. Her sacrifice must not wish that were possible. But I promise you, once we escape Cold Harbor, that is the name I have given you. You are but a trace of your former self, a soulless one, an empty vessel. That is what I've come to be called. My true name is lost even to me. Years of torment have taken their toll. The anchors are Daedric machines.
Insects fight.
alright, here we come along our first boss battle.
Amusing.
And this is me thinking, I'm with a bow and an arrow, and I have to defeat a boss at level 2. That seems wrong. And then I'm also thinking, why do they have such a weak boss guarding a dungeon?
We must go now!
Here I think, what a really cheesy levitation animation. And another loading screen. That seems to feel like it takes forever. I apologize for the little chatter here. It's me talking to my little boy. Yep. Alright, so here we go. We're back in. And the first thing I notice,
The vestige
no one
of
loads.
once again, come here. vestige awakens once again. Come here. We must speak.
Here,
Vestige
must
awakens
change your
once
bandages.
again. Come here. We must speak. The vestige awakens once again. Come here.
Clearly,
We
the
must
proper
speak.
stand in front of him,
Like, what's going on? I have no one
You're
here.
looking much better than last night.
but I don't know. Do it yourself.
Oh, look, an NPC.
The vestige awakens once again. Come here. We must speak. The vestige awakens once again. Come here. We must speak.
Alright, so that was 50 seconds before anything loaded. 5-0. In my opinion, that is completely unacceptable, even for a beta. Also, so
As I
this
feared,
is
we
strike
arrived in
0
different
of 3,
locations.
and I'll
I am
explain
in a city
1,
near
2,
the
and
sea,
3
in a
soon
land of
enough.
eternal spring. The air smells
We need to face the so your presence on question. These ones will fall from the air. Not slash. That's what I find, but under circumstances, this one is not the best. There are men on the soldiers here. Rather my ship back. They may think you are a spy. That will end it badly. Raz knows you are not a spy. He does not ask a question. Where did you come from? If they will prince you say, Raz has no lies, but you seem clean as a ocean breeze. If anyone starts to guess, lie with confidence. A straight face and a gleaming eye. Well done. He's very good right now for you. You should not. You should trust your instincts. Live if you wish. No one will stop you. Or because you are no soldier, which is useful. You can speak with locals. I'm sure you are not natives or what.
Large rocket output. I mean, scout to head to Scolls. Most of our fleet found to us. We refuse to we have to see what is flying on camp. Those pirates natural. If we head to Scolls, speak with Insil. He's returned to restoring nearby temple.
This way. Hello. This is we'll have to instruct the voice on when we get to the initiative. Yes, there's definitely pirates. They have no idea how to see out pirates. So I don't. Let's see if I start to talk about. There, see, you fit in a new series mostly blessed with these new bubble. But I'm there, I collect all the country's roots. If you want to, you can search the temple one space. Determine how within there. Then the local should see within their allies, not locals. And in culture, I'm oh, there's far less farmers working there.
Yeah, you think you watch that salt on your foot, alright? Yeah, you think you watch that salt on your foot, my head's down. I've run this far for years, and I'm not getting that from a short soldier. One of those times every month seems like. These rooms aren't going anywhere. I just pack away the bar and wait for the test. Even if I lost everything, because you can get back money. And I should money. Everything I have left, I can do it, ain't no more bright has to stay out.
Here's where I kind of get a giggle. I just went and talked to this merchant, but yet she even gets to see me. I get to steal everything from her. Apples, radish. I was like, okay, stolen. Box of apples gives me thin broth. Box of lettuce gives me wine grapes.
Buying, selling, trading.
Basket of apples gives me corn mulch.
Doesn't seem like I'm getting much done here.
Let me guess. Someone picked your pocket?
So what's the point in having that door if I could just walk off this cliff and be on the outside of the building? That door obviously was a quest continuation key. You're supposed to go through it to make it work. Go back in, turn around, go back out, and the quest continues. No. Just probably for fine. Or, yeah, salt and pepper. Alright, so as you can see below... Oh. It disappeared there, sorry. Give it a sec. As you can see below, I got a whisper from some random person. So, I decided to group up to see that experiment, to see how it works. Found out right about here that to release the mouse, you need to go into the menu system.
Effort. Blasted creatures get into first the hurricane, then rats from the sea. What next, flying mud crabs? Surrender Dominion Inspector. Hairy squat. Find out why Cindertail's cinch tigers roll on their backs instead of filling their bellies with rat. At best, the inspectors will recommend our moon sugar be confiscated. Ha! You pull this one's tail, yes? A white powder, very sweet, used as spice for food. Some of us put poison. Skooma peddlers claim a single drop lets you escape from the world. At best, the inspectors will to the east. When moon sugar runs dry, people turn to find out why Cinder... At best...
Must admit here is where I really realize how really nice this game looks. It's got a level of Skyrim in it, sorry, but it just doesn't have the polished feel that Skyrim does. It still looks really good, I'll give it that. Here's where I get a first glimpse of my actual partner, and sure enough, he doesn't even show up. So I'm completely confused as to what's going on here. Because other players are showing up, but my group partner wasn't. That really bugs me too, where I walk forwards and then I stop, and you can see my bow and my arrows jump ahead of my face. Okay.
Look at you, Afe, lazing about like a sun-drunk serpent. To think you were once our greatest hunter.
Out of all of the beta, this is my favorite NPC. I'm gonna let you
Buy a
listen
carpet?
again.
How about 3? They aren't good for much else. Yes, Afe, even you. Do not eat the rats, this one says. Do they listen? No! Stupid cinch. Lazy cinch! He already already did. That's the problem. Moon sugar makes you sleepy if you eat too much. Rats eat moon sugar, Sench eat rats, and then lazy Sench. Especially you, Gobani. Not with sugar bellies. These useless Sench could only kill a rat if they fell upon it. From a great height. Go inside, lock the doors, wait until they leave? No. Let this one think. Without Sench hunters, what could... Thunderbugs nest nearby. They defend their delicious eggs from anyone who'd make a meal of them, yes? If you grabbed an armload of eggs... Undoubtedly, but they'd hesitate to harm the eggs once you possess them. Smash an egg into each rat nest, and the Thunderbug's electric frenzy kills the rats before the inspectors arrive. You're sturdy, yes? A little shot won't stop you. Wonderful! Save some eggs for Cindertail, yes? They are so very tasty.
We did not expect such souls to come on. Oh, you could use a break.
Hey, wait. Might I suggest a more
Clever going roundabouts after mounds like that. Asking more of Bandar himself. They're all gone in. Excellent. Our gracious inspector is most patient with us. Perhaps John and Joe thanks kindly for the water. Whatever findings our esteemed inspector, willing with date.
Don't fret much. If I do provide it, I can tolerate such.
Guess what? I figured out how to get the map. I found that so tough to find.
How was your voyage? You're right, people would stop, yes.
Yes, you're right in this being strong. I understand that's the
Like a rose, inspector. Pilates price is not always so high. We can only hope for some roses.
I'm quite a myself, hey. You like it, of course.
Naturally, it will be done in that second.
That will not be necessary. Can she take care of too? Cultural, on my part.
And you hear me either. Have you seen us walk? We were all in the little hush. While the new fleet over the Then I reckon you are nowhere. Silent floor, house cracked. No floor head, cognac. The ocean twists up. Show us, good luck. Do me a favor. If you fall before I do, tell me the ocean hasn't killed me yet.
Why? Are you part of the life? Good. It tastes like sandals boiled in mint perfume. If it's good, I'll find out.
So if you were watching for the last 3 minutes of the video, you realized that my quest was to go find a thing on the ground, which seemed to be some sort of juice, and give it to these NPCs that are injured on the side of the shore here. So that's where I found the juice. Now I go back and I re-give it to her.
Did you find any glow juice? I saw her swept overboard in that glow juice. Used to think this stuff was only good for practical jokes on snowy days. Hope they appreciate their
really
good fortune when you find them.
Cure. I think we should
I
all
can
just
get
start
inland
drinking
after
this
I
stuff.
rest. Fight with purpose.
Alright, so that's person 1 and person 2 to go, and as you can see, person 3 is over the ridge. So while walking over there, I find the juice. I realize I'm actually going towards my partner, not my quest line. So I open up the map, I realize I'm still close to the quest, turn around, and he's not there. Let me fast forward all the troubleshooting I did to try and find this guy. After quickly looking through the video here, I realized that I can't show you that I found the guy. I'll explain to you what happens here. So I spent 10 minutes searching around for the person and finally gave up. Stand right near the point, log out, and log back in. Boom, he's there. I finish the quest just like I did with the first person that you just saw. Sorry, the second person that you just saw me do. And it's good to go. So, that's done. Fantastic. I continue on my quest to find a guy in a cave and come out yet again to talk to an NPC that isn't there. I completely baffled. So, I think, hey, let's do the same thing. I log out, log back in, and boom, it's back. Okay, strike 2 of 3. That's where I'm gonna call it. Strike 2 of 3. So, let's continue. Continue on the quest, go through a ship, and patch up the 2 points that are sinking this quote-unquote ship. I come back out and I realize I need a staff that's somewhere within a 1 kilometer circle radius of, you know, you gotta search through all the people and find the staff kind of thing. I head to the circle and I take damage. I turn around and there's nothing there. I'm confused still, so I keep walking and start talking to people looking for info, and no one replies to me on the chat. Boom, I take more damage. I'm so confused that I stand there for a couple more seconds just to wait to see what happens, and boom, I take more damage and I die. That's strike 3 of 3. That's where I call it done. So, you guys, that's my opinion on Elder Scrolls Online. It looks very close to Skyrim. It's nice, but it's just not a comfortable game to play just yet. I don't like it. It feels very slow, very scripted. It's not dynamic. You have to do what's told of you. There's not many quests to pick up that I could find, at least. I mean, you get to see my entire 3 hours or 2 hours of video that I just put together here. So, I don't know what else to say. This is Supreme Soul. I'm going to sign off. I'll speed through the rest of it here just so you get to see what I did end up doing. But yeah, this is Supreme Soul. Thanks for watching.